Morning. I hope last night's little unpleasantness hasn't left a bad taste in your... Well, I hope there are no bad feelings. Oh, I have no idea. By rights, I should be cinders in this light, but someone or something is keeping me alive. Standing in the sun, wading through a river, wandering into homes without an invitation. They're all perfectly mundane activities now. As for my other quirks, well, we can figure those out in time. You're such a sweetheart. I'm just glad you're being sensible about these revelations. I was worried people might turn up with torches and pitchforks. Although there's still time.
A vampire among us? So be it. But should I wake with so much as a drop of blood on my neck, I will end him.
Oh, and a quick word of warning, Astarion. I taste absolutely awful. Keep your distance.
Quite the opposite. I'm here in the spirit of openness and honesty to work together as a team.
Maybe we could get him to wear a bell. Dissuade any nighttime prowling.
There now. We're all friends again. Shall we go? There's a long day ahead of us.
Damn, it's good to be alive.
Keep a blade close.
Yes?
Making me sweat. Hey!
Give me so much as a hungry look, and I'll drive a stake through your heart.
I do so very like spicy food.
How delicious.
What a charmer. Toast, toast.
You're curious. You got a great many odors about you. What happened to you?
He listens, rapt, hanging on every word.
That's frightening. I'm glad you made it here. Things are strange right now, but it's no... what you call it? A blood war.
The Rite of Thorns has ceased. It seems you will be allowed to stay, but behave.
Koga lied to us. She betrayed us. She didn't deserve your mercy.
I knew Korga was desperate, but I never imagined she'd get Cloakwood involved. You pulled her from the brink. She owes you her life. By all appearances, yes. When I look at her, I see the Korga I once knew. But it could be another lie. I pray it isn't.
I thought you were Halcyon.
The boar prances around, haunches clenching and unclenching impatiently.
Where's Halcyon? Promise me a mate.
We've ceased our ritual, but that's not an invitation for you to do as you please. Be respectful of this place.
Goblins? Then what? There'll be other things looking to kill us. There always is.
Looks like the druids have eased off some. Small mercies.
You ever scare me like that again, and I'll feed you to a knoll.
Mom, I'm fine. Stop it.
You saved our little girl and stopped the ritual. Thank you. We are in your debt.
It's not much, but here. Know that if you call, we'll come running. No matter what.
Yeah. I mean, thank you for helping me. Stop. I was fine.
Mother was a heartbeat away from fighting a bear.
He stares right past you, as if you're invisible. Or boring. He nods, then reaches for a concealed hatch.
Look who's come to visit. My kids say you've been busy since you got here. Mercon says you got him out of a tight spot with some harpies. Gotta say, I'm impressed. You saved Arabella from the Druids. Don't know what those bastards would have done. And we're happy to be helped. Now, what can I do for you? Making sure we're ready to leave when the time comes. Nothing comes to mind. Always eager to accept donations, though. Anything else? You've been a friend to us. Come back anytime. Never see us coming. What's next, I wonder?
Eager for battle.
What's the story? Saddle up. What is it? Listen.
And again. Swing and... Step. Parry. Strike. Damn it! It's just not landing. You have a better way? 'Cause I'm all ears. We need to be ready for a fight. But I'm useless with a sword. Like this, you mean? Step, step, strike! Yes! You really know what you're doing. Found this by the road. Bet you'll put it to good use. Oh, yes. I'll bite my tongue when the time comes. Don't let the druids hear you say that. They're itching for an excuse to get rid of us. But I'll keep at it. Thank you.
Next time the goblins come, I'll be ready.
Don't push it, kid. If you see trouble, then run. Only fight if you have to.
I saw you at the gates. You fight well. A few words for the kids? Spare a story or two. It's that, or teach them to beg for their lives. The goblins will chase us to Baldur's Gate, and these kids know it. A warrior like you could lift their spirits. Thanks. I prefer when they smile.
Need anything else? Of course, but please, remember, you're not the only one in need. What a day.
I wonder what the next move is. I'm ready.
I applaud your taste.
Sharp as ever.
What's cooking? Moving it.
Have you wondered what people will say, Will, when they find out the monster hunter is becoming a monster?
I've faced countless perils and conquered them all. This will be no different.
I've always had a soft spot for the confident ones. They always disappoint, though.
You're a true soul. You can't die. Please, stay with us.
I don't think he's conscious. Can you hear us, Ed?
You, not a step closer.
A strange symbol glows, marked on their flesh, and something within you stirs in response.
An oil bear. Please, do you have any...
Shut up, Andric. Do you serve the Absolute?
Wait.
The injured man locks eyes with you. A familiar squirming churns in your head. Your minds intertwine. You see his siblings, Andric and Brenna, new recruits. Yours to shepherd.
Protect them. She is a true soul. Mind her. She will... She...
Edwin! Ed! Please!
He's with the Absolute now. You're a true soul. Edwin, our brother, he was chosen. Like you. Do you have orders for us? We were reporting to Edwin.
What? Are you testing us?
A true soul, like you, has been chosen by the Absolute. You speak with her voice. Your words are her command. She grants you the power to enforce her will. And when the time comes, the true souls, you will rule.
Oh, I like these two. All zeal and no brains.
I don't know any druids. I'm sorry, true soul. I only repeated what I thought I knew. It seems the Absolute still has a great deal to teach me.
What?
It killed one of us. It killed Edwin. It's an enemy of the Absolute. You're right, madam. The beast must be destroyed.
The cave is just ahead. It was too much for us before, but But if you could help us, Trussel, we may stand a chance.
Sazar also spoke of the Absolute. New god in town?
Seems like a popular little deity, whoever they are.
Strange power resonates within the corpse. It calls to you. Your limbs move of their own accord. There's something of value here, something your mind craves. Why let its host's memories go to waste? The tadpole has absorbed it all. Its experience could nourish you, strengthen you. Your muscles loosen. The tadpole breaks free of its deceased host. Your mind is your own again. For now.
Let me at it.
An empty mind flayer vessel. If its occupant survived, then nowhere to be seen.
So, Astarion, which of us would you rather feed on if he had free reign?
Will, no question. He's strong, fast, and righteous. I'm salivating already.
Interesting.
You sound disappointed. I'll bite you if you ask.
I'm sure you would. Don't sound so eager.
Nice.
Keep moving, stranger. Quietly. I told you to go.
There's death in your scent, but not in your words. Still, you should go. My friend is injured. He needs rest. Of course he will, and then we'll return home. He calls me Scratch. You can do the same. No, I won't leave him. If it comes to that, I may. Thank you.
Something over there.
Tell me, Lae'zel, what is it like on the astral plane? Your home realm intrigues me.
Githyanki lay their eggs on other planes. They cannot mature in the astral. I will only be welcomed once I obtain a Mind Flayer's head.
And goblins on the high ground.
Hello and welcome to Bogrot. Now, kindly, giz all your stuff.
As the symbol glows, power courses through you. Authority.
Well, ain't you got a sunny disposition? The bugbear'll hate you. Go wake him up and tell him I sent you.
What is your interest in the astral plane?
Time. Or rather, the absence of it. In the astral plane, everything is eternal.
It will be my home soon enough, should Vlaakith will it. You have a particular way with words, Gale. Perhaps oration suits you more than battle.
They're not mutually exclusive. Weave is served best with a dash of eloquence.
As you approach, a guttural scream and a succession of quick bangs rattle the door. Then, a low moan. Someone, or something, is having a bit of fun.
Wait, don't interrupt them. Let me do it. They sound disgusting.
What the hell are you doing? Puny? I am strong. I am virile. I am
Enough! Oh, moment ruined. Passion squished like slow goats underfoot. Oh, we leave.
Now that you know what I am, I should tell you that Cazador was more than just a slaver. My old master, before the Mind Flayers took me from him, before this strange, twisted freedom. Cazador Zar is a vampire lord in Baldur's Gate, the patriarch of his coven, and a monster obsessed with power. Not political power or military power, I mean power over people. The power to control them completely. He turned me nearly 200 years ago. I became his spawn, and he became my tormentor. Not him, no. A gang of thugs attacked me, angry about a ruling that I'd handed down as magistrate. They beat me to death's door when Cazador appeared. He chased them off and offered to save me, to give me eternal life. Given that my choices were eternal life or bleed to death on the street, I took him up on the offer. It was only afterwards I realized just how long eternity could be. He had me go out into Baldur's Gate to fetch him the most beautiful souls I could find. It was a fun little ritual of his. I'd bring them back, and he'd ask if I wanted to dine with him. And if I said yes, he'd serve me a dead, putrid rat. Of course, if I said no, he'd have me flayed. Hard to say which was worse. Thank you. But this isn't about sympathy. It's about knowing what we might be up against. The Mind Flayers aren't the only monsters out there. They're not even the only ones hunting us. All I'm asking is that you keep your eyes open and watch out for anything lurking in the shadows. What more could I ask? Now, is that all?
soldier.
A feast fit for an ogre. You notice a peculiar dagger protruding from the tough, leathery meat. You yank the dagger free, leaving a narrow slit behind.
Trust no one.
Hey, good looking. If you insist.
Killed a few giant bats in my day, Astoria, but never hunted a vampire.
Just to remind you, I'm merely a spawn. It won't count. But if you want a true vampire, I'm happy to recommend one.
That might be worth a look.
My, what manner of place is this? A path to redemption? Or a road to damnation? Hard to say, for your journey is just beginning. What would suit the occasion? The words to a lullaby, perhaps. The mouse smiled brightly. It outfoxed the cat. Then down came the claw. And that, love, was that. They do know how to write them in Cormier, don't they? Well met, I am Raphael. Very much at your service. Karlach. Why does that name ring a bell? Perhaps I read it in a book somewhere. We should have a chat, you and I, but not here. This quaint little scene is decidedly too middle of nowhere for my tastes. Come. There, middle of somewhere. And deny you the honor of my hospitality? This is the House of Hope, where the tired come to rest and the famished come to feed lavishly. Go on, partake, enjoy your supper. After all, it might just be your last. Are you not entertained? Well, far be it from me to disappoint. What's better than a devil you don't know? A devil you do. Am I a friend? Potentially. An adversary? Conceivably. But a savior? That's for certain. You do not seek it, but it has found you. One skull, two tenants, and no solution in sight. I could fix it all, like that. Yes. I like it when my clients put up a fight, only to realize victory was never an option. Try to cure yourself, shop around, beg, borrow, and steal. Exhaust every possibility until none are left. And when hope has been whittled down to the very marrow of despair, that's when you'll come knocking on my door. Hope. Such a tease. By all means, bite the hand that feeds you, while you still have teeth. All those pretty little symptoms, sundering skin, dissolving guts, they haven't manifested yet, have they? One might say you're a paragon of luck. I'll be there when it runs out.
Now there's a bloody devil trailing after us. And this gets better and better. Shop around, he said. He seems sure we won't find anything. And he might be right. We've had no luck so far. Maybe. But all that, take your time, I'll wait, nonsense. He's playing with us. Reminds me of Cazador. Taunting his slaves with hope when he knew the game was rigged. You're a warlock. You understand how dangerous the wrong deal can be. Indeed, we can't. We have to figure out what's happening. Why we aren't changing, what's planned for us, and why a devil is suddenly taking an interest. If we can answer those questions, we might have a chance. And if not, well, we'll be exactly where this Raphael wants us.
Orion, how is the rat diet going?
It may soon come to an end if you don't shut your mouth.
Do you feel as flattered as I do? Fighting to dine with a devil.
Yes, they offer you an apple, but they're the worm that lurks within. Still, don't let his bluster fool you. All that talk of desperation, it merely illustrates his own. I think he wants something from us, badly. And in that knowledge lies our opportunity. There's no such thing as an absolute certainty.
Let me play the devil's advocate. The man is too eager. Do not dismiss his offer out of hand.
If there's one quality all the denizens of the hells embody, it's ambition. A quality they share with many humans, come to think of it. I'm the foggiest. But, based on the evidence before us, we can make certain deductions as to why he sought out our merry band. Fact one, there's something very strange and very powerful about our tadpoles. Fact two, a devil offers to take it away. Devils aren't known to aid mortals out of simple kindness. Whatever Raphael wants, we must be the key to getting it, along with our tadpoles. So, I say for now, we wait. If I'm right, Raphael will seek us out again, and when he does, there's a mighty bargain to be made. Remember his Cormyrean rhyme? Down came the claw. Perhaps we should start growing our nails.
Looky!
Something tore right through these people. They didn't stand a chance. You strike me as cleverer than most, Istiki Gale. Multiple tutors, I should guess.
Disappointing. Let's see.
Seek and you shall find me. Quite ready for you.
I'd love to, thanks.
Enough waiting. I crave blood.
Let's march!
What now?
Which way to the nearest library?
Action, not reaction. Indolence breeds madness.
Charmed, I'm sure.
Defender of the people.
Don't be shy. Oh yeah. Yoink!
The creature's eyes roll back in its head, equal parts bliss and agony. She'd eaten, feasted, and yet, looking into her eyes, you can see it wasn't enough. She's still hungry.
Come, see! My flesh becomes new flesh!
You hear what comes next before you see it. The sharp snapping of bones, and a yelp of pain as her body starts to twist and undulate. You watch with cold realization. This isn't the end of one life, but the start of another. Gnolls, vicious, monstrous humanoids can spawn from the corpses of dying hyenas. You land a swift strike against her skull. She yelps, then goes still. As the life fades from her eyes, the gnoll within her dies too, stillborn.
On my way. One beast's broken away, and it won't be returning alone. Taste my fury. Ha!
The lance board is set. Step to it.
I am fury. I am death.
No time to waste.
Watch this.
Can't afford to let up. Ready.
Demon spawn. We need to burn them out. They spread quickly.
Vile beasts. Nothing good is born from a corpse.
Let them come. We will rip them from top to tail.
Hello.
Prowess in battle is remarkable, as is your battle stance itself.
Jack, a technique known to few outside Karlach. What shall I teach you?
I'll pass, thank you. I prefer abjuration over acrobatics. What's on your mind? Apart from finding me an artifact to consume, which I assume you're pursuing with the appropriate urgency. That is most gratifying to hear. May I? Thank you. That hit the spot. I can feel it work. The magic, it's like a lullaby that sings to sleep the demon inside. A metaphorical demon, I haste to point out, but no less dangerous. And no less bound to wake up again to continue its ravages. Such is the nature of all monsters. Oh, it's not so bad once you get used to it. And On the plus side, my tower in Waterdeep has never been so free of clutter. Sincerely, though, I understand I ask a lot from you with few answers in return. But in time, all will be told. My lady, I bow to your boundless kindness.
There we go.
You fight, but you're so efficient. Why not have a little fun?
Fun? I fight to win, not to make spectacles.
What a waste.
Who's in charge of the mind flayers later? Is there a Squid King or something?
No. Each geich is servant to an elder. No king unites elders. Only their collective tyranny.
A mind flayer monarch? Imagine that. Such a thing could shatter worlds.
No joy. Plans for some truly fiendish-looking weapons. Our blacksmith was multi-talented.
They're sketches. More like early drafts than final blueprints.
As much love as I hold for Baldur's Gate, these frontiers delight me as much as any bustling street.
You can't be serious. This is a howling wasteland. I haven't even had a bath since the abduction. I must reek of illicit slime.
But think of the stories you'll be able to tell.
Go on, then! Make it good and keep it scream.
Look what we got here! Another little birdie wanting to fly! Stop this thing! Flap those wings some more, and I'll feed you a worm. And you! Hope you got a stomach for heights! What's it bloody look like? We're teaching this here pipsqueak to fly. You want this little cave lurking, what's it? Find your own. He's ours!
As the symbol glows, power courses through you. Authority.
No, you wouldn't be able. You're just,
The goblin's nostrils flare, as if trying to judge you through smell alone.
We're leaving.
What about the gnome? Ain't we supposed to bring him to...
I said we're leaving! There's plenty of sport and rich pickings out there for us. Move it!
Fresh meats. Scared meats. Yes.
Shadowheart's attention is fixed on a damaged old statue.
We should keep moving. You already know as much as I do. Best ignore it. As long as it doesn't hamper us too much.
Need a word.
Cut me loose! Maga Kamara. Those pustulant thugs. Well, get on with it. You saved me, now you'll extort me. That's how this works, yes? My own fault, really. I should have dropped my pack and outrun those bastards. Alas. Take my pack, if you can find it. The only reason those goblins caught me was its weight. I'll travel lightly from now on. Ignorance is alive and well, it seems. Deep gnomes aren't restricted to the Underdark, you know. I've lived in Baldur's Gate for years. I'm in search of a friend. I fear he's in trouble. See this? I gave it to him years ago before I left home. I found it around the neck of a thug in the lower city. It was speckled with blood. My friend, nowhere to be found. But I still have hope. I have reason to believe he's in the Underdark. Hopefully, I'll pick up his trail from there. I always help my friends. On that note, I bid thee farewell. If we should meet again, well, we will have met again.
It's no Baldur's Gate, but at least it's some kind of civilization.
I do miss the gate, though. The Elf Song Tavern, sunset over Grey Harbor, fried fish at the docks.
Drunk young patriarchs, naked in the fountains. Ah, civilization.
One, two, tie my laces. 3, 4, sideways faces.
Tastes like chicken. No chicken. Tastes like fish. Gentlemen, contain yourselves. This quarrel sours our feast. Besides, tastes like pork. And what surprise is this? Brothers, look here. I have eyed yet another tiefling prize. Fortune favors our bellies. Stranger, be you friend or food? The mark is her measure. Show us the brand of the Absolute. Food? No one has food today, alas. It seems we are friends. Friend. Am I not astonishing? A robust diet makes for a shrewd mind, you see. I am a gourmand. And you, a delicacy. Unless you bear the mark, of course. I've no use for the Absolute, or any god. I follow two masters only. Gluttony and greed. The goblins understand my appetites. They sate my hunger for gold. And the rest sate my hunger for meat. Boss Goblin give gold. We check brand. Good deal. No talk. We follow the sense of blood and gold to all lands fertile, friend. And this land proves particularly fruitful. I am, by all accounts, a student of higher commerce and extortion. Make me an offer. Tempt me. Come now. Famished though we are friends, are we not? Take my bone horn. One blow and the ground will quake with my family name. Use it when the need arises, and never a moment before. Ogre kill everyone around, then Ogre eats them. Well spoken, indeed. Ogre kill everyone around. We will keep close. When you are ready, sound the horn.
Something over there.
What's that?
Come on,
lovely day, this. For now, let's go. Let's chat.
Ah, another. Thy name has been recorded. I shall be here in thy camp for whenever thou hast need of my services. As thou desire.
Uh-huh.
Oh. My, you startled me. It's miles away. Of course. I was just practicing an incantation. She does. She's Mistra. I can't quite describe it. The need I sometimes feel to see her. To draw the filaments of fantasy into existence. No sculpture or painting could ever do her justice. Only the fabric that she herself is and embodies. The weave. Mistra is all magic. As far as I'm concerned, she is all creation. You just don't understand. Magic is my life. I've been in touch with the weave for as long as I can remember. There's nothing like it. It's like music, poetry, physical beauty, all rolled into one and given expression through the senses. Would you like to experience this? Then follow my lead. Now you.
You feel something strange, like a kind word and a kind touch at the same time. It's warm and comfortable.
Excellent. Now, repeat after me. Athran Mistraril Kantrak Eo.
Suddenly, the scent of rose water and a sense of well-being. A sliver of weave that tastes sweet on the tongue.
Very good. Now, I want you to picture in your mind the concept of harmony, as true as you can.
You see, or is it sense, the presence of a woman. The woman who hovered over Gale's palm. There's something like the anticipation of a kiss. Then the pleasure of being cloaked in peace. You are safe. You are nestled in the cup of Mistra's hand.
You did it! You're channeling the weave. How does it feel? That it does.
The weave connects you. The moment feels intimate. You realize the weave is making you one. You have but to imagine your desire, and Gale will know it.
I didn't think.
You perceive quick-fire gusts of embarrassment, trepidation, and finally, elation.
Sorry, I wasn't expecting. But it is a pleasant image, to be sure. Most pleasant, in fact. Most welcome.
The weave evaporates, and as it does so, you realize the night feels suddenly cold and lonesome.
Oh. There it goes. How easily things slip away from us, no matter how hard they were in the obtaining. Good night. I enjoyed sharing a moment of magic with you.
Hope you're keeping well, friend. Master? Friend. I stayed with him until I knew he was gone. I'll never forget him. But I'm glad to have met you.
I've known people who are hungry for power, but Gale takes it a bit too literally for my liking. I wonder how he does it. Why he does it. I'm sure all will be revealed in time, but I don't like it. A waste of perfectly good treasure.